Good afternoon and welcome to Bull Market Stock Show. This is your host Rian Hobson, and we have one hell of a show today, as every day exactly. But this is the story of China that basically are struggling to keep the lights on. And with the supply problem that's already riddling the world. Look, yesterday we was even talking about Britain, where there was a shortage, where there is still a shortage of oil. And I had a conversation with Brad Alexander, the CEO of FX Large. Today, we have a problem in China with electricity or power crunch that is actually happening in China currently. And this could be some major problems for the global economy because China is the largest industrial economy in the world. And as things stands, there's no lights actually for big companies like Tesla and Apple. So we are in for one hell of a period going forward for the next 3 months. After the break, I will share the story with China and also the problem that could actually hit South Africa as well.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Bull Market Stock Show. Please, there is a link below. Please click on the link, register your Forex account. We are definitely in a commodity boom, and I think the boom is just starting. Register your account, fund it with $250. I will give you absolutely free classes. And please, you don't need to miss out on this economic expansion, or I would say actually commodity boom. And that I will definitely teach for you in the classes absolutely free. Let's get to the story of China. Listen, there is actually a power crunch in China. And there's companies that are literally closing down in China because they switch off the lights. Now, there's major problems that goes on. One is that China is actually with the emission problem where they say that there's too much pollution and they need to reduce the pollution, obviously because they agree on this global emission problem that we are facing. So they need to reduce the emissions and also with global warming. So they agreed to that, and now they need to reduce the amount of coal that they use. And that's why they are telling people to switch off their lights. And also companies are actually suffering as well because they need to also agree to it. That is one of the problems. The second problem is the story with Australia. China can buy all the coal, but they have problems with Australia because there's a trade war between the two countries due to political reasons. So now China is chasing away Australian ships that are actually bringing the coal. And now they are sitting in a war. So now there's a coal shortage in China because of the trade war. Now, this actually was the problem, or this is actually the problem now. This is the coal prices. Look, it has been hitting an all-time high. Look how the coal prices are actually increasing for the last few months. And although the problem is in China, with this coal price, you can expect South Africa to also get the same fate as China. This is another story that is actually also unfolding in China, which they state here, unprecedented power cuts in China hits homes and factories. That was now Al Jazeera. And if we go on, this is now also the story. Key Apple, Tesla suppliers hold production amid China power crunch. The thing is, the global economy is already on a supply problem. As I said yesterday with the oil problem or the gas problem in Britain. The problem is China is producing everything in the world and we all are dependent on China. And China is exporting the stuff. Obviously, they need to produce it and then send it to the rest of the world. Now, if factories are getting closed, as what the article was stating of Al Jazeera, then it means that they can't supply the products for the rest of the world as we become heavily reliant on China. So it's not just Tesla and our Apple phones. This is now other products, parts, raw materials, all those sorts of things that we are getting from China. So all those things will come to a halt. And that means that inflation globally will start to increase drastically. Coming back to South Africa, with that coal prices that I just showed you now on that chart, and it looks like it will not stop now. With this problem of coal, because the thing is, the reason why I say it's not stopping now, and it looks like it's hitting an all-time high and it might retrace, the problem is winter is only starting now in the Northern Hemisphere. That is now from China to the United States. And that is actually the winter that is coming. So they will actually burn a lot of coal for the people to get warm. So if you think that prices are too high, what I just showed, there's still more to come. And as I warned you also about the Old Farm Almanac article, where they say there will be a very long winter for the Northern Hemisphere, you can expect coal prices to rise even more. Now, coming back to South Africa, how will Eskom keep on the lights for South Africans? Although we're approaching summer, the problem is we still have to use electricity. And with the prices of coal increasing so drastically, I think Eskom will start to shut down the lights yet again. That is the probability that I have. Because one, the prices are too high, as I just showed you now. And the thing is, it's not that South Africans will use, although we will use electricity during the summer period, the other problem is that Eskom is normally doing maintenance this time of the year. And with that prices high, it's all they need to increase the prices of electricity, or they need to cut down the electricity, or they will come up with a story to say, listen, yeah, the coal is wet again. It is a major problem. And that's why I have the free classes below where you can register, because I think we are in an a commodity boom that we never seen before. And with the coal prices at all-time high, I think there will be more. That is it from my side today. Please do subscribe to my YouTube page. Register your account below. You just have to fund your account with $250 on markets.com, which is the sponsor of the show. And we will give your classes absolutely free. It will come from me, and I will definitely explain the the commodity boom for you. That's it from my side. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you guys again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.